Hey, Alyssa. Karina here, your Lucid Living Coach. I wanted to do your transit video. I thought it was pretty significant, the energy that's coming up for this weekend, Sunday into Monday, is the full moon lunar eclipse at 8 degrees of Gemini. This is happening in your 12th house and your 6th house. So let me just get right into it. So you have a sun in Virgo and a moon in Taurus. Your Mars is your chart ruler because it's exactly conjunct your ascendant. So the moon and Mars. So the moon and Mars. Okay, has a lot to do with the community groups and friends, but it's also how you channel and deal with your masculine energy. And that could be your passion, your anger, and your power. Okay, your aggression too. All right, so Sun transiting the 5th house right now, because it was transiting it was transiting your 5th house, and now it's transiting your 6th house. So the focus for you is going to be on your daily routines, your health habits, how you heal and care for yourself, and how you heal from others. Venus is conjunct your natal Jupiter today. This is a really good transit. It's a positive transit because it makes you feel good. Like you have positive emotions, good luck, you have opportunities to attract romance and love and your desires. Now, Pluto is conjunct your natal Uranus. Yes. So we just had Jupiter and Saturn go over that. So that could have been a little challenging in your relationships and partnerships, maybe business partnerships. But Pluto transiting your Uranus brings up like circumstances unexpectedly. They change around you, helping you to feel freer or causing tremendous instability. So one or the other. This helps you to understand how the universe works and how radical change affects us personally. The revolutionary change, major reforms or major liberations may be made, either in your environment or in yourself. So Jupiter transiting the 8th house now. It was transiting your 7th house, which is your house of partnerships, which may have gave you a lot of focus on your partnerships, your business partnerships, your friends, and other long-term commitments. Now it's entering the 8th house. The 8th house is the house of Scorpio. So it's of transformation. You transform, and we transform through challenging times. So when Jupiter is kind of the luckiest planet in the zodiac, but because it's the expander planet, it expands wherever it and whatever it touches. So this could be expanding that transformation. You could be going through a lot, but it could also be good as well. It's time for spiritual contentment, coming in terms with your power and sharing resources. You're less sensitive to power struggles, issues of sharing resources. And you can benefit on your finances or shared resources at this times. Loans will be easier for you to get. So if you're thinking about getting a new car or a car loan or a school loan, it's a really good time for that. 8th house transits. Also intimacy, like deep connection, and maybe it's something that you desire, but you're just like a little hesitant or scared, and you just have a lot of like emotional baggage or issues around emotional intimacy. These are things that are also going to be looked at and investigated. You definitely will have more luck in gambling, maybe even like stocks or cryptos, or windfalls. This is the house of inheritance. So money could be looking pretty promising for you. Now, Saturn transiting the 8th house is, Saturn is the karma planet. It's restriction. So whatever you've been putting your energy into is coming back because it's the planet of karma. And so a lot of lessons could be being learned here as well. Saturn kind of makes it a little darker and more difficult aspect in the 8th house. So yeah, Saturn just left your partnership house, which was either limiting or constricting the amount of partnerships and relationships, like friendships or like romantic relationships. But depending on your karma in partnerships, it could have brought you a lot of potential suitors. But now that it's leaving your 7th house, I think a lot of partnerships and relationships will start opening up to you. And you're probably going to want to rely on like some pretty good friends during certain transits like this. Now that now that Saturn has passed through the 7th house, it's going to be entering the 8th, and it's asking you to address your issues with power and control. Ask yourself if you're constantly struggling over power with people. You have to figure out what the course of these problems are and work at it. Also, addictions are going to be looked at here and faced if it's impacting your life in an unhealthy way. Saturn will try to get you to change, and you can undergo an important transformation during this time. So something that is profound and significant, uncomfortable and stressful, but will change your life for the better. You may also be facing issues related to intimacy and sexuality. This is usually a pretty serious transit, but a lot will be learned once Saturn is done. Also, this is the house of Scorpio, which is the death and rebirth. There could be some seriousness around loss of someone close to you. Or not. It could just be that they're struggling and they're going to need you more or rely on you more. Like my grandma's having an 8th house transit. She's like almost done with it, but she had a really hard, she's like, it's the worst year because it is like the corona too. But her husband got sick and then he got better, and now her daughter's sick. Her daughter almost died, and now she's slowly getting better. But my Nana was helping them out, waiting on them hand and foot. So my Nana's been really busy nurturing, but she's learned a lot about what she had and appreciating those connections and relationships more. Okay, so let's move on to the full moon eclipse that's happening in your 12th house on Monday morning, Sunday. It'll be Monday at like 1:29 a.m. You might be able to see it. I think we'll see it. It's a partial eclipse, so it's not going to be like a full blown one. But this is this is touching on your 12th house, which rules your unconscious and your dreams, your undoing and your hidden and the hidden things, your addictions and the way that you nurture yourself through quiet time, meditation, and your spiritual connection. These are all good things to look at and reconsider creating more time for these self-care and mental health techniques. Okay, so during this eclipse, the moon will square your natal Saturn. Your natal Saturn is at 9 degrees in your 9th house of spirituality, guru, higher learning, foreign travel. Okay. And so it's squaring over to this. And the square could be bringing up some unresolved emotional issues, or maybe even just your belief systems could be being looked at or challenged. You might be feeling frustrated about your personal relationships. I think a lot will be coming up as well about your domestic home or your foundation and your relationship with maybe your mother and how it has carried over to your personal friendships and relationships. This is a aspects that is a perfect time for getting ready to eliminate toxic relationships for good out of your life, and listening and looking for those red flags. Okay, so the next will be the solar eclipse happening in your 6th house. It's 23 degrees of Sagittarius, and that's happening December 14th. Now, this one is a total solar eclipse, and it's a new moon. This one's going to be a big one because it's not partial. It's going to be a really powerful one. And your 6th house is your house of your health. Okay. It's your daily routines. It's your habits. It's how you care for yourself and others. This could be like what you're eating on the daily, your daily workouts, your daily regimens, as far as like meditation and self-care, your addictions. This could be also having to pertain to your pets. This is the house of pets. And I know you have a dog, so I want you to be extremely mindful and careful during any kind of 6th house transits. So any eclipses, full moons that are happening, just be very careful. Don't do anything out of the ordinary with your dog. So if you haven't bought a certain kind of flea treatment or you haven't bought a certain kind of food, just keep him on the same regimens and keep him leashed and watch him closely. Just pay attention to see if there's anything off. Okay. That's just to prepare and make sure that that is actually under control and safe. If it makes you feel better, if you're feeling like something has been a little off, bring him in to see the vet. Sage and Concord's really good. Okay. So, your focus should be on your health right now. So if you have any addictions that are affecting your personal life or your professional life, it's time to give them a break. All right. So on December 29th, we have the full moon in your 12th house. Okay. This is no, it's a full moon in Cancer. This is your 1st house. Okay. This is happening in your 1st house. Okay. So this full moon is you're letting go with any anger, any undealt with resentments and stuff like that. But it's entirely about your relationship with yourself, and it could also be the relationship that you have with your mother or a female figure. This is your 1st house of self. So this is about how you see yourself and your self-awareness and how you balance that with others. This moon is conjunct your natal Mars, and this could have a very passionate it's a very passionate aspect. So this could be bringing up a lot of anger or frustration, or you're finding yourself having a lot of energy during this transit, because full moons already have enough energy, but then to be conjunct your natal Mars is giving you more energy. So really use this energy, transmute any frustration or anger or resentment, channel it into projects that are really going to launch you forward. That's my advice. Nurture yourself, your home, spend some time at home, rearrange your room, make it all nice, put some lights in there. Just, nurture yourself like a mother would. Okay. Neptune direct transiting 10th house. So today, Neptune is stationary direct. We're not seeing things very clearly. And because it's in your 10th house, you're not seeing things very clearly with your legacy in the world or your career. There's some aspect that is you're not seeing clearly. Okay, so because it rules your goals and your direction. So having a transit Neptune could cloud your judgment when it comes to the goals that you want to work on or how to achieve them, the career that you want to have and how to make it happen, or the direction your life is going in and how to stay on the right path. People can also see you in a way that's difficult for you to control, since the 10th house rules the public image. Okay. Okay, how to survive. Get in touch with your instincts and let them guide you. With a strong connection to your intuition, they can act as a guide to help you figure out what path to go down, what goal to focus on, what plans to make, and what you want from your life professionally. This can be an excellent time to embark on a career that is Neptunian, something to do with the metaphysical or spiritual, something that helps people, or something artistic and creative. Whoa, everyone's texting me right now. You can be more charismatic with the way that you come across. And while you can't control completely how people perceive you, the more confident and secure you are in who you are, the less difficult that can be. You may also be very imaginative and creative during this transit, which can overtake your practical mind at times, your practical goals or plans. So make sure that you're grounding a little bit more. So you can ground with earthy essential oils. You can ground by barefoot in the dirt, maybe taking a dirt or mud bath. Eating grounding foods like potatoes or carrots or beets. I always find potatoes whenever I need to ground, I eat French fries. And then Mars is transiting your 10th house as well. It's going to leave pretty soon into your 11th house. So you'll be more focused on your groups and your friendships and communities and the people that you care about and love. But right now it's transiting your 10th house, and this transit is stimulating your ambition and your desires to be recognized for your accomplishments. Whether professional or personal, you are likely to have an increased desire for others to notice you. This can be a good time to become self-employed and start your own business. Boop, boop. See? It's on its way, lady. Keep doing the work and start doing the work now, because you already have a vision. You know what you want. Make a list of what you need to do, whether that's building your website, okay? Allot certain weeks for certain things and get it done. Just make it happen. You got this. It's a great time to start a business. There's so many resources for like financial assistance right now, for business loans and stuff like that. You have a great vision. Get a hold of that photographer and start getting some shots to put on your website, to put on your Instagram. And because your Saturn return is around 28 to 30, depending on where Saturn is. So it's your Saturn return is in Pisces. So you probably still have a while, but I have my ephemerises right now. I'll check. Maybe it's 2023. Let me look. Yeah, your Saturn. Oh. Your Saturn return is going to be 2023. It's not going to hit exactly, but it's going to get close. And it'll be 2024. Saturn return. There it is. Yeah, because yours is retrograde, it's going to be there a little bit later. So February 2024 is your Saturn return. You're going to be doing a lot of building, because you know when Saturn returns home, it's there to bless you with, it's the karma planet. So you want to make sure that you're building good karma for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to just pick a couple cards. This one was speaking to me. So I'm going to do Alice in Wonderland for you. Alice in Wonderland. Alissa. This transit. Ooh, readings make me thirsty. Okay. 36. Shine bright like a candle. 6, 7, 8, 9. Endings. Yep, because you have been learning a lot through your partnerships and relationships. Now you know what you want. You know what to eliminate, and you know the red flags. You've been through it, you know, and so now it's just about protecting yourself and focusing on building your legacy. You will make it through this. I've gotten this card so much, so it's a good card. Hey, not the right book. Oh my God, people. You are changing, and all about you, everything seems unfamiliar. You're changing so much that you may be wondering if you will make it through this change. You may, like Alice, be thinking that if things keep going the way that they are, you can go out like a candle and end altogether. But Alice does not cease to exist simply because she is an unpredictable situation, and nor will you. You have a bright and glorious light within you that will shine through all the changes in your life, through every opportunity and perfect decision. It will shine despite the mistakes and the hurts you may experience. The brightness within you is eternal and cannot be put out so easily. So despite the times when you fear that darkness lies ahead, know that the guiding light you seek is inside of you. When you receive this card, know that no matter how difficult or strange things seem to be, and no matter how much your life is altering, that you are a bright and shining soul, and you will continue to shine for a long time to come. So, yes, you may wonder what will come of you, but do not torture yourself with unnecessary worries or contemplate disasters. It is natural to feel a little anxious and to prepare for the worst, but trust this card. Your light has a long time yet to shine in this world, and it will only grow brighter as your soul continues its marvelous journey through the wonderland of existence. So the deviation for this card, your divine light is strong. You are radiant, endurance, resilience, making it through and a trying time, hopeful future, wondering about life and death, contemplating the purpose of your existence in connection with the afterlife. So that's a really nice card. Now, I think I'm going to do an animal spirit. And then I will do the Gaia Oracle. And then we can close with some tarot. So this is for Alyssa. That just came right out. Kiwi. The hell is this? Kiwi. Is it a bird? Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Oh, that's a clarifier right there. Because you're reading with telling me you got to meditate. You got to meditate every day. Ah! Oh, shit. Hello? All right. Sorry. I had to take that real quick. So, Kiwi. Let's read Kiwi. Kiwi. Wow. Why is this so hard? Kiwi, where are you? Why are you being a little sneaky bird? I mean, this book, the little pages are falling out. Do I not know my ABCs? What's going on? LMNOP. Oh, here it is. Oh, found it. Okay, there it is. All right. So most of the time, walking is a way that people get from point A to point B, often in a rush and without regard to what's going on around them. Meditation is typically viewed as something people do while sitting cross-legged for several minutes. However, that's only one form of meditation. Walking with awareness and attention is another. Find a place, preferably in nature. Ooh, for grounding, we talked about that, such as a forest or woods where you can simply walk for 10 minutes or more each day for the next week. Experiment by walking more slowly than you usually do. Try moving at 80% of your usual speed. You can also try speeding up your pace, but stay present and be aware of how it feels to move so rapidly or less rapidly. It said 80% less. Then slow way down for a few steps to where you can really feel each step you take. Okay, now it's making sense. Notice how the contact with the ground starts at your heel and slowly moves up to your toes. If possible, try it barefoot. And I said that, cool. So clarity card already. Be aware of the sights, sounds, and smells as you walk, as well as the rhythmic feeling in your body. Whatever pace you set, be sure to breathe consciously and consistently with full awareness. Doing so while walking is what makes it a meditation. So the associations is grounded, survival, flexibility, innocence, earthiness, ancient wisdom, inspiration, dedication, and speed. All right, so now let me pull. Oh yeah, I want to do one more oracle card. I'm going to do it from the Gaia Oracle. Ugh. Whoa. Well. Oh, God. Ooh, what a pretty card. Perception beyond the veil of illusion. 39. Ooh, I wanted to fly out of my hands again. She's pretty powerful. Oh, God. 39. The lady featured on this card looks directly at the observer. She radiates love and wisdom, yet stands firmly in her own truth. From this standpoint, she is able to see beyond the veil of illusion. She has thrown up in her reading today to reflect these same qualities within you. You are advised to stand your ground with regards to a particular person or issue. Stand within your own truth and don't be swayed by others' beliefs, opinions, or views. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not. Trust your intuition and your gut feeling on this one. Be true to yourself. You can respect others' views without having to change your value systems. If it doesn't align with your values, then don't take it on. The affirmation for this card is I honor others' truth, but stand firm within my own. I am comfortable with who I am. I keep an open heart and mind, and I empower myself when I honor my values and being true to me. I am also true to others. So that's a really good one. All right, closing here. Alissa, have to say 12th house, 6th house, unconscious feelings. Does anything want to come out? All right, well, nothing wants to come out. I'll just pick the top. Queen of Cups. I'll pick the middle. And I'll pick the bottom. The Fool. Queen of Cups and King of Wands. All right, so the Queen of Cups is loving, tender-hearted, intuitive, psychic, and spiritual. It came out a little upside down. I really don't read reversals. And so this is just saying to either be sensitive to the feelings of others, turn away wrath with caring, unconditional accepting, easily moved by others' pains, being sensitive and compassionate, is always tuned to emotional undercurrents and is open to the unconscious, feels oneness with God and the universe, okay? Very spiritual woman, okay? She's a nurturer. Now, this way would be if you're giving too much energy to others and you're nurturing others, and it's time to nurture yourself and to protect yourself and love yourself. Now, I also pulled, this is the middle card, the King of Wands, and it also came out this way. But this is about creative, inspiring, forceful, charismatic, and bold. So develops innovative projects and ideas, open up to new areas of experience, is a natural artistic, communicates enthusiasm, creates an atmosphere of excitement. This dude's got it going on. You know, he knows how to make shit happen. He's assertive. He's assertive if necessary, but he's a likable dude, and he's bold, and he makes things happen. Okay, so Maybe this card is saying that, really put your artistic talents to work. And that kind of goes along with your reading as well, because things are transiting your 10th house. It's really having you focus a lot on your career and your legacy and what you want to manifest for your own business. And then the bottom of the deck is the Fool. Now, the Fool is one of my favorite cards. It's a Uranus card, but it reminds me a lot of like the Sagittarius energy that just jumps in with both feet. It's like a new beginning. This is the Zero card. This is the card of gestation. Okay, it's spontaneity and faith. It's entering a new phase in your life, and it's striking out on a new path. And this card is like, you got to do and make the steps and make that happen. Living in the moment, letting go of expectations, or acting on impulse, trusting in the flow, staying open, letting go of worry or fear, and accepting your choices, and taking that leap of faith in something that might be scary, but know that you're going to learn a lot. And with no great risk, there's no great reward. I'm going to pick out of this. This is more of like just like a symbol that you could maybe meditate on while you're doing your meditation and care. Alicia, what card can she meditate on here? Oh, why are those turned around? I have to turn those around. Oh, okay. Safe and happy travels, protection from harm when journeying. So that goes along with the Fool. When you go leap and take a new direction, a new path, and you really jump into it, you will be protective and you will manifest happiness in your life, because as long as you're on your life's purpose and journey, then your path will become more illuminated, and you're going to become more happy. And your North Node is in your 5th house. And so this is about behind the scenes and creating. So creating and performing and doing art, and being working with kids as well. So there's a lot here in this reading, and I hope that you got something out of it. And I love you, and have a beautiful full moon lunar eclipse in your 12th house. Get to dreaming and chart your dreams and meditate and articulate a plan now that Neptune is starting to move direct. After today, you'll start becoming more clear and trying to put all the creative ideas to work and paper. All right, peace out. Your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.